made. 5 bills to get you whacked. 50 shots up in this Mac. Face shot to make the news. We just step when they relax. Group chat to get you tapped. Foreign head up in my lap. When they punt, we run it back. Tell my youngin' cut no slack. 5 bills to get you whacked. 50 shots up in this Mac. Face shot to make the news. We just step when they relax. Group chats to get you tapped. Foreign head up in my lap. When they punt, we run it back. Tell my youngin' cut no slack. Resume, I run up stats. 1,000 yards up in this flat. In the setup like the draft. Taller standing like giraffes. I go stripes with a zebra. And I'm conscious when I lack. Goofy niggas, they be playing. Put your body on this mat. Give my youngin' half a stack. We just jug and do the math. Patriotic in my path. Hit the jail, we fuck the staff. I'm a gangster, but I rap. Now a Remy did the pap. Cause I really stand on business. Niggas acting like they that. Couple rookies with me ballin'. Bitches hit me, they be calling. They go head for he be all in. I just love they let the dog in. I just ballin' this ball main. Like tears with this hard pain. I been building a large name. Hit the streets with a guard game. I know niggas that charge fame when you get out your yard lane. Niggas talk like they 10-2. To the chopper chop 10 you. Who gon' chop and defend you when we kill all your friends too? Pull up in that Benz proof. Pull up in that Benz. 5 bills to get you whacked.
What's the good old big deal with the good old people? It's your boy Young Aunt Hefe. Don't care about number what the check say. Make sure you go ahead and like and subscribe because it don't cost you nothing to press that button. And if you ring that notification bell, I'm going to bring you mail. What's the good old big deal with the good old people? It's Hot Topics with your boy Young Aunt Hefe. And I'm here to deliver you another one like the other one. The recipients of Hot Topics is Luce Canon and Bricc Baby. Luce Canon, again, yes again, because it's a part of a segment yesterday I was supposed to cover and didn't cover, you know what I'm saying? And we're going to get to that. Furtherance of that, you already know I just dropped that video, Get You Whacked. That's the video playing in the beginning of this segment and the majority of my segments. Y'all been hearing it before the video. That's the video. We trying to get it to 100K. We trying to run them likes up. You know what I'm saying? I asked y'all for 1,000. My good people brought me 1,000 with no problem. You know what I'm saying? We've been trending up since then. But let's get that Get You Whacked to 100 views. We had 30,000 views. Let's get it to 50,000 views. 50,000 views, we shooting for a hundo. And y'all know from there, man, we trying to shoot in space past the stars. However, back to this Luce Canon situation. So as I always been telling y'all, I'm placing out there to y'all because I wouldn't allow myself to conform to the stupidity of something that I've been through. I wouldn't conform myself to stupidity of something I've been to. So a lot of y'all really don't know what's going on. A lot of y'all haven't done federal time. A lot of y'all haven't been in Pahrump, Las Vegas, and a federal facility that's a private facility and things like that. So I was trying to give it to y'all play by play. That it's all been a play. It's all content. It's girl tell y'all all the time. Sharice Mills tell y'all all the time it's content. But in her telling y'all that it's content, they get mad at people piggyback and correcting and or debunking the content that they placing out there. But content is content. So, however, I been knew that the situation between Luce Canon and Bricc Baby was inevitable. I been knew that they was gonna get into it. If you standing on any principle, if you standing on any moral base or ethic, substance, and the things that Luce Canon was hopping out there saying and placing, and we were friends, we will no longer be friends. Or we'll be oops upside your head because you're playing the cold, dangerous games. He's playing footage, he's playing audio, trying to debunk 600, but in that audio, it's really debunking Bricc Baby and making Bricc Baby looking like he telling and work with the police and knew the indictment was going to come before it came. However, since then, whatever these guys' differences is, they had set him aside and it became cool. But just dealing with certain characters and you living in life, you have to wonder with certain characters how long the relations are going to last. How long the relations are going to last. And Bricc Baby set with the plays in the beginning. Oh yeah, my boy here, I had to move him in a cell. I called cap off that right off the bat. Bricc Baby, you was 30 days there before him. You not going 30 days without a celly. And more than likely, when you came to a floor, you was put in a cell with somebody. So ain't nobody moving out their cell to accommodate you with no Luce Canon unless you paying that person to move to get Luce Canon in there. But I know y'all didn't go through all them obstacles. Bricc Baby sat here also went play-by-play with him as far as the Big U thing. All they got cracking on something, handle their business. Nobody in the hole. Oh yeah, Big U crew over here, Luce Canon crew over here. All that was cap. Luce Canon don't got no crew. He's too new in a federal facility. And he's not a Big U. He's not a Big Me. He's not a certain type of person. It takes a certain type of person with notoriety and some money behind them just to gain a lot of followers and that can just separate a unit in a federal prison. And Luce Canon is nowhere near that person. And that's just facts. So, on one of Luce Canon's last phone calls, he talked about breaking his hand. We still ain't heard about how he broke his hand. But amongst him talking about he broke his hand, he set a hook, line, and sinker. And oh yeah, I had to kick Bricc out the cell too. As if making it seem like him and Bricc got down. However, he say kick Bricc out the cell because we know in Bricc paperwork, it was something being said that from Bricc mouth through wiretap phone calls, man, I'm tired of these police telling me what to do. And that was a bad look. So Bricc went and clarified that. Like, look, man, I was going through this custody battle with Baby. The police ruffling my feathers through her getting on my nerves, and I was just tired of abiding by their rules and what they was on. And that seems logical. I can go for that until seeing otherwise. But with that being said, Bricc Baby had a problem with him saying he kicked him out of cell and blase blah. So I don't want to hold you guys any longer than I held y'all. Let's get into this content. And y'all know it's the Hef weight and the Hef effect. We gonna commentate.
For everybody speaking on the break, bro, I ain't never been studies with me and nigga. Nigga ain't could never kick me out of nothing on the dead homies. And every nigga talking about some snitches without paperwork on the dead homies don't have to pay for it how they pay for it, man. You know what I'm saying? Take that up with the Lord, nigga, because on the dead homies, that nigga right here standing strong, nigga, and really programming like a programmer. So, you know what I mean? Nigga disrespect the program, you already know. Nigga better stand for something for the nigga something to stand on them, man. I don't got too much to say about nothing. You get what I'm saying? But it's just what it is, you know what I'm saying? It's like downtown, 10 minutes away from the beach, but I'm so far out of reach, man. You did. I don't know what's going on, you know what I mean? But I'll be home soon. You know what I mean? It's a major setback for a major comeback, man. You know what I'm saying? I could care less about what the words say. I'm trying to get back to my kids. Everybody want to make content on my situation, nigga, but my daughter graduating from high school, nigga, in 2 years. You know what I'm saying? I got a baby that just started school. I got kids that's out of reach right now. You get what I'm saying? That ain't got nothing. You know what I mean? So y'all hit that thank you button. Y'all go ahead, run up them views, you know what I'm saying, and do what y'all gonna do. I ain't even been playing the phone, because the phone gonna play you at the end of the day. Niggas wanna be so tough and rough on that motherfucker, bro. They crashing theyself. Dead homies.
So we all heard that phone call right there, with Bricc Baby throwing the word weird out there, like, I ain't never been nobody celly, and I ain't never been kicked out no cells. So it wasn't a surprise to me. It might have been a surprise for people who just be so into social media and, oh man, I told you, what I'm saying? Like, I already knew. Like, if you know the name of the game, you know what's going on. It's one of those, if you know situations. So I definitely always knew that them men were not cellies. They was just in the same pod. They was on the 5th floor. The 5th floor in MDC, that's the first floor you're going to go into. 4th floor, that's like intake. You're going to come through there and get fingerprinted, all the stuff. From there, they're gonna transfer you to the fifth floor. The fifth floor is the floor that you be on. You can stay on that floor during COVID. That floor was just like intake for you. Stand there until you clear from COVID or clear from medical, and then you get placed on the sixth floor, the seventh floor, eighth floor, ninth floor type of ordeal. If you do happen to stay on the fifth floor, more than likely you got out the counselor. You know what I'm saying? You stayed down there to be a trustee, because the fifth floor, fifth south, is probably what Bricc Baby and them at the intake, and Fifth North is a mainline population in MDC. That's the only unit there that's mainline population and can stay up all night, while the rest of the jail locked down and got, special privileges and got stuff that a mainline jailer have, because there are workers, you know what I'm saying, and keeping the jail up afloat as far as, you know what I'm saying, kitchen, plumbing, electricity, all that type of stuff. So that's the mainline population right there. So I've been knowing a lot of this stuff was just like clownish behavior, and as I said, I guess Bricc just got tired of the clownish behavior, got tired of being a donkey, you know what I'm saying, spun in spider webs and Luce Canon games. But with that being said, Sharice, she's listening, and if she's not listening, y'all know how I go on the internet. Different people gonna take stuff what you said. If you got somebody name in your mouth, they definitely gonna grasp that. If they got the person Instagram, they got the person email. Hey, look at what you were saying about you. Hey, you might want to get on this. Hey, you might want to check that out. So it'd be a lot of that going on. And Luce Canon called in, and this is what Luce Canon had to say. And this is disrespectful. So this is something else I want to point out before I play this audio. People will know you doing foul or doing foul stuff and don't press play on you nor do nothing to you. But soon as you do something wrong or something they don't like, they out you and put you out there, and that makes you just as foul as that person. Because you should have handled business if what was going on, you about to say that was going on. And it's the half weight and the half effect. We're going to commentate.
Nonsense, and it is what it is. We are here to entertain. Don't be mad that we're doing it.
Yeah, and then the crazy part about it is Bricc Baby. We got into it because he was letting the trance do his hair and rub on his scalp and stuff.
Cannon,
And I said that.
Cannon. Why are you
That's why
saying
we
this?
got into it.
Don't Why are you
Yeah.
saying this right now? Don't say that.
Hey, Dad.
Oh my God.
Listen, bro. I got people. Come here, cuz.
Oh no. Oh
So
no. Not peanut butter brick. Oh
that's why I got into it. Oh no, hey, C.cat. Come here, cuz.
no. Oh
Look,
my
dead
God.
homies. This the homie from Harlem 30's, right? Hey, wasn't the punk doing stuff for Bricc, right? And hello?
Hello?
Yeah, look, Bricc, he had a lot of cats to ask for grease, right? But he wanted to go to ask the punk. You know
Uh-huh.
what I'm saying? He told me with his own mouth, right? The punk gave him the Google eyes and all that stuff. I'm like, why you don't go check that nigga and let that nigga know you don't get out like that? But I don't know, he different. He a different kind of really type of nigga, you know what I mean?
Mm. So he had him doing his hair?
hello?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why me and Bricc got into it
Mm.
because though that's what he was saying. You get what
So
I'm saying?
so that's why he made a big thing about the audio call, just to deflect from that?
Yes.
Oh
I
wow.
wasn't even gonna blast him on that.
Oh wow. Well,
Trying to, he was staying hours in a cell with the punk.
oh my God.
There's something about it, and
Mm.
so we ain't gonna go into details. But at the end of the day, we got all rolled up and sent here.
Oh my gosh. This is too much. I wasn't expecting all of this tea, baby. I'm so sweetie.
Sweetie,
Sweetie. Oh, shucks. Mm. This is crazy.
yeah, hey no,
Yeah. Well,
bro,
honey, listen, I love you. I'm just happy that You know, I was able to see the shit because, you know, I really don't catch into what No Jumper
I
be
know.
posting all the time. For some
Yeah.
reason, you know, somebody had sent me the clip of them when they had clipped up when Munchie B was trying to be disrespectful, you know, and then that was, so it was like meant for me to go look, you know what I'm saying? I was like, what the heck? What is he talking about? I'm like, I know Cannon would have told me they got into it like that or something went down right away. Like, you never said nothing because I never existed.
Exactly. But now you clear
And
it
then
up.
he trying to say your hand wasn't broken and a this and a that. He trying to say all kind of
Yeah,
nonsense.
but he could say all that, but at the end of
List from a federal prison.
the story.
You got 2 seconds. It's about to end.
Yeah, I'll call you right back.
Okay.
All right.
Bye.
Y'all heard it with your own ears. Y'all seen it with your own eyes. Now, allow me to say this. People dealing with trans and stuff like that in that federal system on certain yards, that's nothing out of the ordinary. It's a lot of freaky guys out there. Now, what I can't for math and understand is him placing that out there. But that's what Luce Canon do. It's a circus. However, Luce Canon say that him and Bricc Baby getting into it has nothing to do with the audio he placed out there and took down with him basically saying that he broke his hand and had to put Bricc Baby out the cell and stuff like that. So he basically saying Bricc Baby had to go out the cell had nothing to do with them getting into it. So if you don't know, they have a lot of trans people walking around the jail. Some of them got titties, some don't. Some of them have undergone surgeries. Some of them got the titties, taking hormone pills and stuff like that. So that's the furthest thing you want to stay away from as far as getting your hair done. You will hope to have a homie that's around that knows how to do hair. Now, what I have seen in that federal facility, it ain't been trans that's been around for a long time and are convicts and know the game and don't play them games unless you hop on them games with them. And I've seen people, you know what I'm saying, let them do their hair respectfully and stuff like that. But it's out in the settings where everybody can see. So it ain't no funny business. It ain't behind no closed door to where somebody can joke with you and be like, oh, man, you was in the cell with Dee Dee. Oh, man, you had it going on and stuff like that. However, Luce Canon say he pressed about this allegedly. After he pressed about this, all of a sudden, him and his cellie is moved off the floor to another floor. This is crazy. Bricc Baby phone call is different. Bricc Baby like, I ain't gonna say he wrote it up, but after we got into it, he was out of there. So to furthermore stamp what he's speaking and saying, because we all know we gotta watch what Luce Canon say. Luce Canon calls C.cat from Harlem 30's to the phone. Hey, C.cat, what's up? Hey, didn't I have to get at Bricc Baby about the little situation with the trans? C.cat like, hop on the phone. Hello? What's going on? Hey, yeah, man. No, it was little situations. What I'm gonna say is Bricc asked the trans for grease when he done had to do that. His other Crips in here, the other homies in here, he could have got some grease from us. And on top of him asking for that grease, he said that the trans gave him the Google eye. Whatever type of Google eyes they do or whatever it is, I don't know. But yeah, if this is true, this is crazy because that's a game in itself. If you know you got homies in here and you go ask a stranger, but this stranger happened to be a trans, that's something that you shouldn't be associating with, period. You know what I'm saying? This is not the streets. You know what I'm saying? This is in jail. You know what I'm saying? And even on the streets is not cool, but I'm just saying, y'all know how the streets go when you got your own free will and move as you will and must. But, you get in this compact space right here in jail. So, I don't know if this is another play. They probably did have words because Bricc got long hair. Bricc wanted to get his hair whipped. A lot of people in there be wanting to get their hair done. But it's a gang of dudes that know how to do hair. You feel me? Like, I'm saying, that have dreads and specialize and stuff like that. So I don't know what's going on. I don't know if this is what they really into it about. But it was said that Luce Canon was PC'd up. You know what I'm saying? But if the police just came and moved him because they had a situation, that don't mean he's PC. It means he's just got moved. Conflict of interest. With that right there, I'm going to conclude that right there. It's your boy, Young and Hefe. Don't care about number what the check say. Make sure you go ahead and like and subscribe because it don't cost you nothing to press that button. And if you ring that notification bell, I'm going to bring you mail.
Keeping it real and showing love, absolutely free. Still some of the hardest shit for a lot of you bitch ass niggas to do. So if you ain't a bitch ass nigga, let me see you keep it real and show me some love and share this post right here, cake ass nigga.